Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday morning, and I promise I won't keep you long. I just wanted to share something with you. I've struggled for a very long time in my life with my identity, in knowing who I am and where I belong, and just finding my place in this world. I think at the end of the day, when I really have to reflect on the past, I think I had a trillion voices that I myself, by my own decision, decided to listen to, and that in turn defined or try to define who I am. I'm just glad that I serve a living God, and He grabbed me and He literally turned me inside out. So today I just wanted to encourage you and just let you know that even if you are the most confident person, even if you stand up today and you say, I know who I am, and you can go out there. We all have times, I know we do, even I do, we all have times when we doubt that. We all have times when we don't feel good enough. We all have times when we compare ourselves with other people. It might not be somebody major like a prince or a princess or anything like that, but we might compare ourselves with our neighbor, with our friends, with family. I think sometime looking back, I remember even just sitting in the car and watching other mums, comparing myself to other mums, and immediately the thought comes up, and I'm like, oh, I wish I was as skinny as that. I can remember that. Or, oh, they have such a nice car. Or it seems like they just have everything in place and everything is just so perfect. And without realizing it, we are giving birth to negativity to take root in our lives. And that's a bad thing. I'll leave that for another talk. I really don't want to get technical today, but I just want to encourage you to become quiet, to go into that place and to really just quiet all the voices around you. Sometimes silence is a good thing. Silence is not so bad, because when things are silent, you can truly hear the voice within to know, to find peace in who you are. But what I want to share with you today was my changing scripture in my life, my turnaround that I hold on to and that I teach my children when we do doubt, or when we do get to a point where we compare ourselves to whatever the media or people around us or the people in our lives throw at us. And I'd like to share that with you. And it is Psalm 139. And yes, it is from the Bible. I am a God chick, and I am not afraid or ashamed to say that. I would love to take you on this journey to tell you and teach you all about who God has become in my life. I think a lot of people out there today, when they think about God, they think about this master sitting on a throne with an iron rod. And yes, we do serve a wrathful God, but He's the most loving, kind God. And today I can tell you that I have a relationship with God the same as I would have with my best friends and my husband and my children. I talk to Him all day long. Yes, I do have times when I go into my room and I just cry in front of Him and I just spend that one-on-one time with Him. But He's my companion. The Holy Spirit's with me every single minute of every single day, and it has truly changed me in a way that I don't even have words to say. All I can tell you is that as you get to know me and as you get to know more about me, you will realize that I have faced and am still facing so many storms in my life, but I can be calm and content in the midst of it all. Let me tell you why. I know that when you listen to somebody speak, you'd like to look at them face to face, but I'm actually going to turn my phone as I'm recording to my Bible, and I really want you just to listen to the words. That's the main reason, so you don't look at me speak or see my eyes twitching or whatever. I just really want you to listen. So I'm reading Psalm 139, and it states, O Lord, you have searched me and known me. You know my sitting down and my rising up. You understand my thought afar off. You comprehend my path and my lying down. You are acquainted with all my ways. For there is not a word on my tongue. But behold, O Lord, you know it altogether. You have hedged me behind and before. You lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high, I cannot attain it. Where can I go from your spirit? Or where can I flee from your presence? If I ascend into heaven, you are there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, you are there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the utmost parts of the sea, Even there your hand shall lead me, and your and your right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall fall on me, even the night shall be light about me. Indeed, the darkness shall not hide from you, but the night shines as the day. The darkness and in the light are both alike in you. For you formed my inward parts. You covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows very well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in secret, and skillfully wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Your eye saw my substance being yet unformed, and in your book they were all written, the days fashioned for me. Sorry, guys. When as yet they were none of them. I just want to pause for a moment and just tell you that this scripture really, really came alive to me to think that, you know, sometimes we think that the way that we were formed and the way that we came about defines us as well. And you know what? It doesn't matter who your mother is. It doesn't matter who your father is. It doesn't matter who raised you. God knew of your existence even before he started forming you. And he had a plan with you. So if you kind of get that into your mind to know that it does not matter how you came about to take your first breath, all that matters was that God had a plan right from the start. Oh, I just think that's a bombshell, something amazing to think about. So let's continue verse 17. How precious also are your thoughts of me, O God. How great is the sum of them. If I should count them, they would be more in number than the sand. When I awake, I am still with you. Oh, that you would slay the wicked, O God. Depart from me, therefore, your bloodthirsty men, for they speak against you wickedly. Your enemies take your name in vain. Do I not hate them, O Lord, who hate you? And do I not loathe those who rise up against you? I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. But search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my anxieties, and see if there is any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way of the everlasting. Well, think about that for a moment. It is just mind-blowing for me, as I said earlier, to think that we serve a God, or that a God exists that knew us even before we were born, even before we were formed. And I think just looking at Psalm 139, that is just evidence, pure evidence to say that there is life from the first moment that you were conceived and being put together. God had a plan, and he dreamt about you long before you were even formed. And I just wanted to leave you with that thought today. And you might know God like I do, and I really hope that as you journey with me in discovering who you are, and as you journey with the other sister as well, that you will realize that being an individual, being all that God called you to be, is the best place for you to be. And I just wanted to leave you today with this thought, and know, get up today, put that affirmation on your mirror, write it with lipstick, write it on a piece of paper, print it off to say, I am wonderful. I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Say that, because you know what? I'll talk to you about it in another time. But when you start thinking stuff, and when you start declaring it over your life, it becomes reality. There is power in the words, and we can even link that to scientific evidence. But later, a little bit more about that later. And guys, yeah, my posts are not perfect. I might talk too fast, my picture's wrong. But guys, again, this is all about just being me, being authentic. Until we talk again. See ya. Bye.